This program brought to you in part by the Erica Lewis Endowment Fund.
Tonight, it's A-Tech taking on Green Valley. This is Varsity Quiz. Hi, and welcome to the 55th season of Varsity Quiz. We've got the best and the brightest high school students matching wits in this challenging academic competition. I'm Nathan Tannenbaum, and what an honor it is to be your host. So, we crowned a Blue League champion on Varsity Quiz a few weeks ago. Now, the road to the Silver League title continues. This is the last of our 4 quarterfinal matches. Advanced Technologies Academy, we call them A-Tech, taking on Green Valley. We started with 20 schools in the Silver League, 3 different divisions. A-Tech was undefeated in their division. Let's meet their starters. There's Alfred. Hi, Alfred. Carlo, howdy. Anushka, and Shivansh. And the coach for A-Tech, Johnny Wynn. Ladies and gentlemen, the Advanced Technologies Academy. Okay, so let's talk about Green Valley. They had a record of 4-1 in their division. Let's meet their starters. There's Becca. Hi, Becca. Dominic, Weston, and Ben. And the coach for Green Valley, Scott Otter. Ladies and gentlemen, Green Valley. Students ready? Let's play Varsity Quiz. What literary work by Dante Alighieri describes the journey through hell, purgatory, and heaven? And that's A-Tech, Carlo?
Divine Comedy.
Correct. Points on the board for A-Tech, and we continue. Which muscles of the back of the upper arm are responsible for arm extension? Green Valley, Weston?
Scapulars.
Incorrect. A-Tech, Shivansh?
Triceps?
Yes. More points for A-Tech as we roll on. The SI unit of power was named for James Watt, a Scottish. A-Tech, Shivansh?
Time?
That is incorrect. That's an interruption. I'll finish the question. SI unit named for James Watt, a Scottish engineer who contributed to the Industrial Revolution by developing an improved version of what device invented by Thomas Newcomen? Green Valley, Dominic.
Steam engine?
Yes. Points on the board for Green Valley, and we roll on. What's the name of the novel by Leo Tolstoy that tells the story of 5 aristocratic families during the Napoleonic Wars? Green Valley, Weston?
War and Peace.
Yep, longest book ever. Next question. In 2019, Chile experienced widespread protest because the richest person there, Iris Fontbona, is worth $23.1 billion US, while the average yearly salary in Chile is around $28,000. So tell me the 2-word term that describes this political issue. A-Tech, Shivansh?
Income inequality?
Nope. We're looking for economic equity. No points. Next question. The works of George Orwell show criticism and opposition to which type of government where there's complete control by the person? That's A-Tech, Carlo?
Totalitarianism.
Yes. In genetics, what term describes the complete set of an organism's genes? A-Tech, Carlo?
Genome.
Yes. Which play features the characters Rosencrantz and Guildenstern? That's Green Valley, Becca.
Hamlet.
Yes, ma'am. The Rural Electrification Act brought electric power to rural America via Executive Order 7307, signed by which president, May 11, 1935? Green Valley, Dominic.
FDR.
Correct. Calculation question now, students. Solve this equation to the nearest tenth. 2 times the quantity x minus 3 equals 5x plus 4. Repeating, solve the equation to the nearest tenth. 2 times the quantity x minus 3 equals 5x. We'll go with Green Valley, Ben.
3.33.
I don't think that's correct. Say that again, Ben.
Negative 3.33.
Oh, yes, that is correct. You got it. Points on the board for Green Valley, and we roll on. Borrowing a term from architecture for that wedge-shaped stone in the middle of an arch, what is also the ecological term for us, and that's Green Valley, Dominic?
Keystone?
I think we can take that, yes. And next question. Buckingham Palace refused to return the remains of Prince Dejach Alamehu from his resting place at Windsor Castle because it would disturb other remains. Now, Alamehu was the Prince of Abyssinia, which is now known as what nation? We'll go with ATAC. Carlo?
Afghanistan.
Incorrect. Did he get in time? Too late? We were looking for Ethiopia. Next question. Podcasts cannot defy the law of supply and demand. So said Gabriel Kahn, a professor at USC in June of last year, about this company that has made podcasts a crucial part of its identity. What's the name of this music streaming? ATAC, Shivansh?
Spotify.
Everybody's done the Spotify, right? Let's go. Yes. Who was the first European explorer to reach India by sea? ATAC, Alfred?
Vasco da Gama.
Yes. Shivansh was working on it, but you got it, Alfred. Next question. What phylum of gram-negative bacteria that obtains energy from photosynthesis has been around for so long, they are the oldest fossils found? Let's go Green Valley, Dominic.
Algae.
Incorrect. ATAC, Carlo?
Cyanobacteria.
Correct. What was the result of the 1803 Louisiana Purchase? Yes, no? Okay, ATAC, Shivansh?
Alaska.
Incorrect. It was the just expansion of U.S. territory. That's what we were looking for. Scientists have revived a dormant 46,000-year-old roundworm that was frozen in the permafrost of which vast region? ATAC, Carlo?
Siberia.
Yes. Next question. The CPU is the brain of a computer, but what does CPU stand for? ATAC, Carlo?
Central Processing Unit.
Boy, if nobody got that one, we'd all be in trouble. Next question. Yoon Suk Yeol visited Ukraine July of 2023 to pledge monetary support from the country he leads, but he would not give weapons. What nation is Yoon the president of? ATAC, Carlo?
Korea.
We need more.
South Korea.
Yes. In the 1870s, a discovery was made that proved that the iguanodon did not have a horn, as previously thought. The fossil in question is now said to be a spike on which digit? ATAC, Carlo?
Middle.
No. No, it's the thumb. Next question. In June of 2023, the U.S. Supreme Court rejected a congressional voting map in what state, saying it had diluted the powers and rights of black voters? Green Valley, Ben?
Delaware.
Incorrect. ATAC, Shivansh?
Louisiana.
No, it was Alabama. Who wrote the novel 100 Years of Solitude, often considered a masterpiece of magical realism? Oh, you're thinking about it. Gabriel Garcia Marquez. Which state in the U.S. has the highest average elevation? Green Valley, Dominic?
Alaska.
No. ATAC, Carlo?
Wyoming.
No, you're close. It's Colorado. What's the term for the economic system where individuals or companies own and operate businesses for profit? Green Valley, Weston?
Capitalism.
Yes, sir. A little bit louder next time, Weston, but we got you. The single letter D in the name of this event simply means day in any large-scale military event, making it alliteratively repetitive. Green Valley, Weston?
D-Day.
No, I didn't finish the question, so that's an interruption. In this case, it's the most known because of the largest such offensive that happened where? ATAC, Carlo?
Normandy.
Yes. So that is the end of our first round, but don't go anywhere and give these kids a round of applause. You're doing great. We're going to take a second to get to know a little bit more about our players. We'll start over here with ATAC, and we have 12th grader Alfred. Hi, Alfred.
Hi.
Nice to have you here. You wrote that you were not born in the United States.
No, I wasn't. I was actually born in Australia.
And how long have you been here?
I've been here mostly my entire life. I was just born there.
Okay. Well, have fun here in America, and good luck here on Varsity Quiz. Thanks,
Thank you.
Alfred. Here's 11th grader Carlo. Hi, Carlo.
Hi.
Good to see you. You have a couple of hobbies that you wrote down. You remember what you wrote?
I wrote programming and math or something.
Yeah, so I mean, most people would not consider those necessarily hobbies as math, but that's the kind of guy you are, Carlo. So good luck with the programming. Good luck with, yeah, don't stop being you, man, and good luck here in Varsity Quiz.
Okay.
Here's 12th grader Anushka. Hi, Anushka. Hi. This says that you're not just in school at ATEC, that you're taking other classes. Where are you going?
I take classes at UNLV.
Well, that sounds like fun. What are you taking over there?
I'm taking abnormal psych this semester. Abnormal psychology.
Oh my goodness. Well, good luck with that.
Thank
and good
you.
luck at ATEC and good luck here in Varsity Quiz. Thanks, Anushka. Here's 12th grader Shivansh. Hi, Shivansh.
What's up?
You wrote that you play a musical instrument.
Yeah, I play the violin.
How long have you been doing that?
Since for the past 9 years now.
Excellent. Do they have an orchestra at ATEC?
They do have one, but I do play in other areas. Because,
Okay. Well, good luck with that. Good luck here in Varsity Quiz. Ladies and gentlemen, that is ATEC. So now we're going to meet our players from Green Valley. We say hello to 12th grader Becca. Hi, Becca.
Hi.
So you wrote that you are a collector of something that some folks don't even know what that is. You remember what you wrote?
I don't.
You wrote that you collect vinyl records.
Oh, yes.
Do you know how many records you have, or you have a favorite one?
It's hard to choose.
How many do you have?
I'd say over 50 at this point.
Okay. I mean, is it all the same style of music, or just different people, or?
No, lots of different stuff.
Okay, well, keep enjoying the vinyl, because that's how I grew up. Thank you, Becca. Good luck here on Varsity Quiz. Here's 12th grader Dominic. Nice to see you.
Hi.
You wrote that you're from a small town somewhere. What town is that?
I'm from Conneaut, Ohio.
Gesundheit. Where is that?
It's on the border of Pennsylvania, right on the edge of Lake Erie.
Okay, and how long have you been in Las Vegas?
About 10 years.
Okay, you like it so far?
Oh, it's so much better than
I
Conneaut.
can't imagine. No offense to Ohio.
Oh yeah, no offense to Ohio, but I
Okay.
do love Henderson, yeah.
There you go. Well, good luck here on Varsity Quiz. Thanks, Dominic. Here's 12th grader Weston. Hey, Weston, nice to see you. You are one of the most unusual high school students that I've ever met because of something that you wrote on here. Do you remember what you wrote?
I'm not sure which
Ladies
one.
and gentlemen, here's a person with no social media accounts. Give him a round of applause. So Weston, is that a conscious decision or just something you just never got around to, or?
Well, it does have to do with my parents.
Oh,
But-
well, enough said.
I'm not sure if I was allowed to, if I still would or
Okay,
not.
well, hopefully it'll all work out and maybe you'll see you on Instagram sometime. Thank you, Weston, and good luck here in Varsity Quiz. Here's 11th grader Ben. Hi, Ben.
Hi.
This says that you are also taking classes outside of Green Valley. Where are you taking a class?
CSN,
And what are you taking?
Calculus 3.
Because that's fun, right? Are you doing all right there?
Yes, sir.
Awesome. Well, good luck there and good luck here. Ladies and gentlemen, those are our players from Green Valley. And our bonus round is coming up. So we're going into round 2 with the score. ATEC has 50 points, Green Valley has 30. We got a match here. Now for ATEC, they're keeping all their same players. For Green Valley, we have some new players. There's Aaron. Hi, Aaron.
Hi.
Welcome to Cassidy. Hi, Cassidy. Delina is the captain, and Ethan. Let's go. Myanmar is a former colony of which European power? ATEC, Carlo?
England?
Pardon me?
England?
Yes. Bonus questions now for ATEC only about nations. First, which nation was invaded by the Soviets in 1979 and by the U.S. in 2001? Second, St. George's Channel separates Wales from what country? You have 10 seconds.
Oh, yeah.
What's the first one?
Wales, Afghanistan, and then the second one was Wales from Ireland.
Ireland? Okay, so Afghanistan and Ireland.
Yeah.
Captain.
Afghanistan and Ireland.
Both are correct. You got bonus points. Now this question for both teams. In what century did Frédéric Chopin live? ATEC, Shivansh?
1700s.
Incorrect. Green Valley, Aaron?
18th century?
No, it was the 19th century. No points. We move to this question, also for both teams. A duty or a tax levied by the government on imported goods is also known as a Green Valley, Delina?
Tariff?
That is correct. Now we have bonus questions for Green Valley only about social studies. First, what Swiss foreign policy tradition has encouraged the growth of banking? Second, Jean Piaget posited how many stages of cognitive development? You have 10 seconds. Captain?
For the first one, the Hague system. For the second, 4.
I didn't hear your first one.
Hague.
No, they encourage the foreign policy as neutrality, but your second one was correct. There are four stages. So some bonus points, but not all. Now this question for both teams. Students, it's a calculation question. Of 180 students in a college course, 1/4 of them got an A. 1/3 of them got a B. The rest got a C. So how many of those students got that C? Okay, Green Valley, Ethan.
65.
That's incorrect. ATEC, Carlo?
75.
That's correct. And now bonus calculation questions for ATEC only. First, if a publisher charges $15 for the first copy of a book and $12 for each additional copy, give the expression that represents the cost of Y books. Second, what's the value of x in this rational equation? 2 over x minus 1 is equal to 3 over x plus 1. 10 seconds.
Yeah. Right. Just 5? Okay. For the first one, we have y equals 15 plus 12x, and for the second one, 5.
Second one's correct. I'm not sure about that first one. Yeah. First one's wrong. Second one is correct. Some bonus points. We were looking for 12y plus 3. Students, a question for both teams. Finish this Dickens title. Great blank. ATEC, Shivansh?
Expectations.
Correct. Bonus questions now for ATEC only about Dickens titles. Finish the following titles. First, Bleak blank. And second, A Tale of blank. 10 seconds.
Okay,
I don't know what bleak is.
Bleak.
December?
Dixon.
Midwinter? That's it,
Bleak
Groundhog.
winter.
Bleak winter. Let's go with bleak winter, and then
Winter?
2 cities.
Okay. Winter and 2 cities.
2 cities is correct. The first one is Bleak House. Some bonus points, not all. Question for both teams now. Where did the St. Valentine's Day Massacre occur? That's Green Valley. Delina.
Ireland?
Pardon me?
Ireland?
No. It was Chicago. Organized crime. Next question, both teams. Most of the Dead Sea Scrolls are written in what language? ATEC, Carlo.
Aramaic.
Incorrect. Green Valley, Ethan.
Hebrew.
Correct. Bonus questions now for Green Valley only about languages. First, what language was abolished from English churches in 1549? Second, Hans Christian Andersen, Soren Kierkegaard wrote in what North Germanic language? 10 seconds.
I have no idea.
Captain.
For the first one, French. For the second one, Norwegian.
Both are incorrect. We're looking for Latin and Danish. No bonus points. This question for both teams. Unscramble the following letters that name a national capital city. L, O, U, S, E. Green Valley, Ethan?
Seoul.
Correct. Bonus questions for Green Valley only, more scrambled words. Unscramble these letters to name national capital cities. First, M, A, I, L. Second, S, O, L, O. 10 seconds.
First one's
Oslo. Yeah. Okay, for the first.
Go ahead.
For the first one, Mali. For the second one, Oslo.
Oslo is correct. We're actually looking for Lima, but I don't think Mali's the capital. Yeah. So some bonus points, but not all. And we're out of time. Our speed round coming up. All right, going into round 3, here's the score. ATEC 85 points, Green Valley 55. This third round, the speed round, really can change the game. Before we get there, we have one new player for ATEC. We say hello to William. Hey, William, welcome aboard. Green Valley, let's see, we got a couple of new players. There's Colin. Hi, Colin. Angela, hello. And Weston is back. Let's go. The largest desert in North America has the same name origin as a Mexican state as well as a breed of small dog from there. What? ATAC, Carlo?
Chihuahua.
Yeah. Which Central American country is the only one that does not have Spanish as its official? And that's ATAC. Shivansh.
Brazil.
Incorrect. As its official language. Green Valley, Angela?
Portugal.
No, it's Belize. Next question. What two-word alliterative phrase is used for the maximum population size that in Green Valley, Ethan?
Carrying capacity.
Yes, sir. Well, this Latin phrase is used at the end of sentences to mean and the rest. Green Valley, Weston?
Etc.
Correct. Who wrote The Brothers Karamazov? Oh, that'll be some fun reading for you. Fyodor Dostoevsky. Next question. Who's the leader of North Korea known for controversial nuclear ambitions? Green Valley, Weston?
Kim Jong-un.
Correct. Crux is the Latin name for which constellation of the Southern Hemisphere? ATEC, Carlo?
Southern Cross.
Correct. What's the name of the fictional town that's the setting for 100 Years of Solitude? Macondo. Next question. The 2023 Cannes Film Festival featured a new movie with Harrison Ford playing which role for the last time? ATAC, Shivansh?
Indiana Jones.
Yeah, hopefully you're an Indy fan. Next question. Who wrote The Alchemist, a novel about a shepherd's journey to discover his personal legend? Paulo Coelho. Next is a calculation question we don't repeat here in the third round, so solve for x. 2 times the quantity x minus 4 plus 3 equals 5x minus 1. I think he got in time, so that's Green Valley, Weston.
0.
Incorrect. We were looking for 5. Next question. Who was the first Chinese emperor? Qin Shi Huang. What organization founded in 1960 aims to promote civil rights for African Americans through nonviolent protest? Green Valley, Colin.
NAACP.
Incorrect. The Southern Christian Leadership Conference. Orwell's Animal Farm was a satire, but it was also an allegory for what major world event that started ATAC, Carlo?
Russian Revolution.
Yes. The Inca people built which citadel in the eastern Cordillera Mountains of Peru in the 15th century? ATAC, Carlo.
Machu Picchu.
That's correct. Which monarch of the United Kingdom also became the first empress of India? ATAC, William? ATAC, William?
Victoria the First?
Yes. Next question. Which Irish author wrote Dubliners and A Portrait of the Artist as a Young Man? Great author, James Joyce. What is the largest carnivorous marsupial in the world? ATAC, Carlo?
Kangaroo.
No? Green Valley, Weston?
Tasmanian Devil.
That's right. Next question. Who is known for the philosophical concept of the social contract and also wrote, we'll go with the ATAC, Shivansh?
John Locke.
No, wrote Leviathan. Green Valley, Colin?
Calvin Hobbes.
No, that's the cartoon, the comic strip. We were looking for Thomas Hobbes. Next question. What hormone regulates blood sugar levels? ATAC, Carlo?
Insulin.
Yes. What's the term for a government led by religious leaders? ATAC, Carlo?
Theocracy.
Yes. Which ancient author wrote that epic about the journey of Odysseus? ATAC, William?
Homer?
Yes. What's the name for a circular current within an ocean gyre? Could also be a diminutive name for 11 past kings of the UK. ATAC, Carlo?
Whirlpool.
No. Green Valley, Weston?
Cyclone.
No, it was kind of a joke. It was supposed to be Eddie. Next question. Katy Perry's 2013 hit song Roar about self-empowerment borrowed the words Eye of a Tiger to honor what title character from a 1982 movie? Green Valley, Ethan?
Rocky.
That's right. In the law of reflection, the angle of what is equal to the angle of reflection? ATAC, Carlo?
Incidence.
Pardon me?
Incidence.
That's right, math guy. The universal blood donor type is O negative. Green Valley, Ethan?
AB positive.
That is correct. The Weber is the SI unit for magnetic what? ATAC, Carlo?
Flux.
Yes. Insolation, that's with an O in the second syllable, not a U. This refers to the amount of what type of radiation received per unit area in a specific location. Green Valley, Ethan?
Thermal radiation.
No. ATAC, Carlo?
Solar.
Yes. What index demonstrates the overall cost of items? ATAC, Alfred?
CPI.
No? Well, I think he's close, but I don't think we can take that. Can we take that? Yeah, so we were looking for price, and CPI is the Consumer Price Index. And we're out of time, so let's find out who won. All right, our final score this evening, ATAC, 145 points to Green Valley's 85. Congratulations to both teams, a great match. And Advanced Technologies Academy is moving on, and we invite you to tune in next week because Coronado will be taking on Palo Verde, so that'll be the first of our 2 semifinals. That's going to be an exciting night of Varsity Quiz right here on Vegas PBS.